Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can tell from the title, I will be doing the Royal Peach palette by Kylie Jenner. Basically giving you guys my first impression of, the shadows. So this is what the actual box of the palette looks like. Super, super pretty. Love the makeup on it. And when you open it up, it just says Kylie. And on the back, it also has a name on it in case, you decide to throw this box out. I think I'm going to keep it because super pretty. Yeah, if you guys want to skip into the actual demo of me putting these shadows on, then you guys can go ahead and skip to that part. I will put somewhere in this video the time of when it actually starts. But I just wanted to go ahead and talk about the palette first. Now obviously I did swatch it on my arm because I was super curious when I got the package, and there's just a couple things that I wanted to say before I actually started the demo itself. And I was a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be completely honest in this review because I was super excited to use this palette because I see so many pictures on Instagram and it just looks so beautiful, and her swatches on Instagram look so pigmented and beautiful and creamy. But when I swatched it on my own arm, it was just so dry and patchy, and I don't know, I really don't know. I know that some people said that that's how it is at first and you kind of just have to work with it. Now, I did only swatch 4 colors. So this is what the actual palette looks like inside. It just has a really, really pretty colors on it, and then it has a really, really nice mirror. This mirror is actually really perfect for just getting your eye. And then it also comes with this brush. I really like how she provided the brush and how it's a blending brush too. But like I was going before, I only swatched 4 colors. So I swatched the blue one, the purple one, the green one, and this color right here. Because those were mainly the colors that I really wanted to try out and test out. And they were just so powdery and they weren't as pigmented. I felt like I constantly had to swatch it like 3 or 4 times in order to get that right pigmentation that, Kylie would show on her pictures. I'm super excited to see how the blue one would actually go because it's so pretty, but like I said, wasn't pigmented. Now I am going to insert a clip of me actually swatching it on my arms right now, but yeah, I was just really disappointed because I really expected more from, her palette and her line itself. But I did hear a lot of people had that same problem where theirs was super dry and patchy when they swatched it on their arms. But a couple of them actually said that it works a lot better on the eyes, so hopefully, these shadows work and blend better when I actually put them on my face. And another thing that a lot of people have been talking about was the actual smell of the palette. A lot of people said that this palette smelled like straight up chemicals. And I'm not gonna lie, it does smell like chemicals. It really does. I mean, compared to the BH Cosmetics palette, this one doesn't smell like anything at all. Like, this one smells like straight up house paint to me. I wouldn't say that it actually smells like harsh chemicals, like I want to die and throw up. Now, I know that a lot of people say that when they immediately open up the palette, they just smell that strong aroma and they can't work with it. But for me, I actually have to stick my nose in order to smell that chemical smell. So I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, I'm not going to go and stiff my palette or hold it really close to my face anyway. So it really doesn't bother me, but other than that, it does smell. As long as you don't stick your nose into the palette, then I feel like you're fine. But other than those 2 problems, which are, by the way, really big problems for some people, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I apply these shadows on my eyes. So if you want to know how these shadows work on your eyelids, then just keep on watching. So I already went ahead and did my face makeup, and I also went ahead and did my brows. So we can really just get started with the eyes. So the first thing we're going to do is take the Urban Decay Primer Potion and just put that all over the lid. You really want to make the shadows stay on. Okay, and to set that all in, I'm just going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder just to make sure everything is set into place and it doesn't crease throughout the day. Now moving on to the palette, I'm going to take the brush Oh my god, this smells like chemicals too. Oh my god, this literally smells like straight up house paint. The brush is really soft though, so I'm gonna take this shade right here, which I think is Crush. This is either Crush or Sandy, but either way, I'm gonna take that shade. I'm gonna apply that as my transition color. Now, I don't really know what kind of look I'm going for, so we're kind of just winging it for today because I really don't know what look I'm going for. So far, I really like this shade as a transition color. I think it's really, really pretty. The brush, it's a little bit stiff. I guess I really just have to work with it, but so far it's kind of stiff. It's not as fluffy as I would like. Okay, I'm just gonna take this e.l.f. brush and just blend it out. See how fluffy this is and just how nicely it blends? I don't really know what color I want to do next, but I don't really know what kind of look I'm even going for. I think I'm going to go with this color right here. This is either Cinnamon or Duchess. I'm pretty sure this is Cinnamon. And I'm going to go back with the brush. Ooh, there's a lot of fallout. I love it already. I love this color. I love it. Yeah, I'm really digging the orange vibe. Really digging it. Now when I put the shadows on my eyes, I don't really smell the chemical scent anymore. Which kind of makes me believe that maybe it is the packaging that smells really bad. And then I'm gonna go back with the transition color and just sort of like soften out the edges. Okay, I'm gonna move on and take this shade right here. I think this is Duchess. So I'm just gonna apply that with a flat shader brush. Okay. Okay. Nothing is really picking up. There's a couple shimmers and glitters, but really not the whole color itself. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, this one is super powdery. Like, I can't. It's super powdery. Like, it just feels so dry on my eyeball. This color looks so pretty too. Okay, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna use my finger. Do you guys like see that? It's super dry and just flaky. I should have never done that. It's literally flaking on my eyelashes. Okay, the color is coming up. I'm starting to see a lot more of it. Okay, I'm actually starting to like that. Okay, I'm gonna take some on the other eye and then I'm gonna try to put some Fix Plus and see if it works that way. Do you see that? Like, super powdery. I don't know if it's like this for all the glitters, but when I tried out the purple one and the green one, it was just as powdery as this, so I don't know if it's just the glitters. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and spray some Fix Plus on that brush and see if it does any difference. Okay, it seems to be picking up the powder a lot more easier. Okay, I'm starting to really like it with the Fix Plus. It really gives off that shiny metallic look that I've been wanting. We're just gonna go back with this shade right here, just darkening off the edges. So far, I really do feel like applying it to your eyes is more pigmented than actually swatching it on your arms. It blends actually really nicely. There's really no brow bone color. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take the Carli Bybel palette from BH and just take this shade right here. I really want to use the blue shade for today's look. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just basically copy the box. I'm just going to take this Morphe brush. This is the Morphe 408 brush, and I'm just going to put that on my lower lash line. I'm using this color right here as well as this color, just blending those two colors together. Ooh, there's fallout under my eyes, guys, from the glitter. It's really glittery. Like, oh my god, it's spreading everywhere. Okay. I'm just going to take the Kylie brush and just blend it out. I'm just going to take this flatter brush and just apply that blue shade. This beautiful blue shade right here. This is Royal. Super pretty. I'm nervous about this because this was the color that I was so excited about and I was super disappointed by. So we're just going to take some on the brush. Dab off the excess because you don't want that in your eye. I got some in my eyes. Okay, in the box, it looks like she actually put some of the blue in her waterline, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So far, I'm really liking the blue. I actually really like how the blue turned out on my under eye, on my lower lash line. It's still powdery though. I'm not gonna deny that. It's still powdery. Really liking the eye look, actually. I thought I was winging it, but I literally just copied the box. Taking more of this shade right here in Cinnamon, and I'm just gonna smoke it out with the blue. I'm gonna try to use this shade in Seashell right here as my inner corner highlight. We're just gonna see how that works out because this is a shimmery shade, and you guys already know the trouble I went through with the other shimmery shades, so... Oh, this one's actually really pretty. Oh, I should have put this on my brow bone. This is actually really pretty. I actually really like it. It's just a subtle shine. It's not as glittery as the one that I tried on my actual lid. I actually really like this shade. Okay guys, so this is the final look using the Kylie Royal Peach palette. And obviously you can tell that I added a winged eyeliner, just because I wanted a little bit more different than this right here. Plus, I love a good winged liner, so I added that. And I also added some lashes. But now we're going to move on to lips, and I'm going to be taking the Kylie Matte Liquid Lipstick in Kristen. I don't really know if this lipstick is going to match the look, to be honest, but like I said, we're just winging this whole thing. There's no specific look that I'm even going for. My lips are super, super dry. I got an allergic reaction to a chapstick, so they are really dry, so I don't really know how well this is gonna last on my lips because they already feel like they're gonna crack, and this just might make it worse, so we're just gonna try. I did just get the lipstick. I didn't get the lip kit with the liner. I normally don't even line my lips unless it's like a dark color anyways. I don't know if you guys can really tell how dry. I really like it. I really love the color, and I love the applicator. I love how it dries really fast, and it's not sticky, which I love as well. And I loved how I only dipped the applicator once and it filled my whole lips. I mean, I don't really have big lips, but I really like that, so it doesn't really waste the product. Yeah, I really like the lip color. I have nothing bad to say about it. My lips are just super dry, so that's probably why it feels like I can't open it right now. But okay guys, so my overall thoughts about the palette and the lip color. I think you already know how I feel about the lip color, so I'm just gonna go more into the palette itself. I like it. I actually really like it. I'm surprised how well it blended and how pigmented it was on the eyes. don't judge it by the swatches you do on your arms, because that's how I felt. I mean, I only swatched 4 colors like I said, but right off the bat I immediately thought that this palette was gonna suck and I wasted my money and all that stuff. But I'm glad that I tried it on my eyes because it actually is super pigmented. Like I said about the smell, it really depends on you. If it really bothers you that much, then I don't recommend you buying this palette because it is gonna smell. The brush itself, like the actual, this part of the brush, it smells like chemicals. It smells like straight up house paint. I really am surprised with this blue shade right here. I love the blue shade. I love how it just adds a little pop of color under my lower lash line. But so far all the colors that I used on my eye were super pigmented, super blendable, and I really, really loved it. One thing though that I do have to say is the shimmery shade. It doesn't matter which shimmery shade you choose, whether it's this one or the green one, it's still gonna be super dry and super flaky, and it's super glittery too. So if you don't like super glittery powders, you're not gonna like that color, especially since it goes all over. It just went all over here on my cheek and I tried to sweep it off and the glitter was still there. I personally don't mind it. I mean, I really liked this shade that I put on my lid. It was super pretty, but I felt like I constantly had to add more in order to get the color I wanted. If you do add Fix Plus onto the shimmery shades, it will look so much better. It will look 10 times better than if you apply it with your fingers. So I recommend you spray a little bit of water on your brush when you apply the shimmery shades. But other than that, I really like this palette. I am going to continue to use it, obviously, because this was a lot of money. Also, one thing I didn't really like about the palette was that there wasn't any darker shades. I mean, I get that it was the Royal Peach palette, so there's obviously going to be a lot more warmer peachy tones. But I really would like a brow bone shade. I mean, this shade was really nice for the inner corners of the eye. It wasn't too shimmery and it didn't flake around like the other shimmery colors. But there wasn't any brow bone shade. I mean, this shade right here isn't really light enough to be a brow bone shade. I felt like I had to go reach out for another palette. So this isn't really going to be the go-to palette for you if you want, you know, a black, a white, some browns. But other than that, I really, really like it. I really hope that Kylie fixes the smell of this because I know a lot of people had problems with it. So that is it for the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this review. It's a little bit more different than me doing an actual makeup tutorial. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And watch out for next week's video because I will have a special guest. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!